School superintendents are the highest paid people within any school system because it's not an easy job. Their salaries and their benefits range from $75,000 to more than $200,000 a year, with some perks like take-home cars. And with taxpayer dollars at stake in a tight economy, we wanted to keep an eye on your money. So Fox News reporter Hubert Tate went to sort it all out.
In Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi, school superintendents are separated into two categories, those who are elected and then those who are appointed. I was able to find out those who are chosen by a school board make a lot more money than those who run for office.
And questioning the reason to defend that Constitution against stand up, this is wrong.
It's illegal.
Our board policy.
Big jobs with big paychecks. Some school superintendents get large salaries, plus built-in bonuses and relocation expenses paid. So Fox 10 News wanted to find out how many of your tax dollars are going toward their salaries. We went through a table of contracts and spreadsheets to determine who gets what. We started in Northwest Florida, where superintendents are elected. ESCAMBIA County Superintendent gets $128,000 a year. Santa Rosa's top person walks away with $114,000, and the Okaloosa leader gets $120,000. But those people get the same benefits as any other state employee, no extra perks.
My health insurance is the same insurance that my bus drivers use.
So you didn't get moving expenses?
No, sir.
None of that?
You don't get any of that.
Malcolm Thomas is the superintendent for ESCAMBIA County. Since he is elected, state lawmakers set his salary. But if he were working in a county with a similar population like Manatee, he could be making about $40,000 more. That's because the Manatee County position is appointed by a school board, meaning salaries are negotiable, which is the key difference for those who are appointed.
I could argue both sides of the issue. I could argue for it. I could argue against it. They both have strengths. They both have weaknesses.
But when it comes to the financial aspect of it?
Well, for financially, you're going to pay more for an appointed superintendent.
Contract negotiation is a powerful tool for superintendents who are appointed. This is where we turned our attention to coastal Alabama and Mississippi, where most are chosen by a local school board. Mobile County's Roy Nichols negotiated a $195,000 salary, reimbursement for moving expenses, and 4 weeks vacation. The ESCAMBIA superintendent's contract cannot be reduced, although it can be raised regardless of how good or bad the economy. In Baldwin County, Alan Lee got a $175,000 salary, $8,000 for moving expenses, and 15 days vacation. Then in Saraland, Lawrence Vickers got a contract worth $132,000 a year, 3 months of temporary housing while he moved to the area, and 15 days worth of vacation. In Mississippi, BILOXI superintendent gets a $159,000 contract, a district car, and his membership into a civic club of his choosing is paid. According to state law, leaders can choose between an elected or appointed superintendent. Of course, that would have to be put to a public vote. Even though the pay is lower for those chosen by the people, some say it prevents a power struggle between the board and superintendent.
It removes the person who is primarily responsible for the efficient and effective operation of the schools from the political process.
Right now, Dr. Bill Foster says the Mobile County School Board is looking for a new leader. Dr. Nichols announced he will be retiring soon. Dr. Foster is a member of the search committee and says the board has always favored an appointed position, even though negotiating high-dollar salaries and perks are part of the process.
The accountability factor for a superintendent comes from the fact that he or she is accountable to the taxpayers through the board. And the board's accountability is quite evident because they're elected officials.
Dr. Foster admits the board's #1 goal during contract negotiations is to get an experienced candidate.
My concern is to get the best person that we can reasonably afford in this system.
Education leaders say bottom line, it's about who can get the job done. Ultimately, the students are the ones impacted the most, regardless of the superintendent's take-home pay. On our website, you can see how much your superintendent makes. We have broken it down for you county by county. You can even see his or her contract word for word. So the next time your superintendent is up for election or appointment, you can be informed and empowered to act. Those figures are online right now on fox10tv.com. Reporting in the studio, I'm Hubert Tate.